Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be reviewing the extra durable eraser sponges from Scrub-It. Now, I don't believe this is the actual brand that they come as, but you'll be looking at the product, you'll know. I've already taken one out, so it did come with the full 25, and I also have a comparison here, so we can see how they hold up to the other brand that I don't like as much. My wife bought these. After I bought these, she didn't see this. So now, first off, this is a 25 pack. These things are amazing. I always recommend getting these kind of devices. These actually just melamine foam is what they are, but look up melamine foam. That's what this is called, and melamine is often a material used in making dishes at restaurants, actually. I did a lot of years in restaurants, and that's what we used was melamine dishes. They're very resistant, very crack proof, and you know, it's a good material all around. And now we're reviewing this, so let's talk about this. First off, you know, this sponge in the middle here helps hold it all together. When you don't have this sponge, it's going to fall apart quite easily. Now let's compare this to another one without the center. So let's see if there is any kind of difference in squish. First off, you can see it's about the same amount of actual volume. Once we compress it, maybe a little bit less, but that's all right. So, you know, the size of these first, let's come over here. So we're sitting at 4 inches or 10 millimeters by 1.5 inches or 4 millimeters. So, and then here we are at 2.5 inches or 6 millimeters. So there's all the measurements of it. Now let's get these two to a test and let's see how these work. First off, you do always have to get these wet for them to work. So I have a little bit of water here. Let me just, it's super simple to use. I use these all the time, especially in the kitchen. You know, it's really hard to kind of get the sink very clean. We have, I believe it's a cast iron sink with like a porcelain kind of finish on it, and it really just is so hard to get clean. These things take care of it though. When I worked at In-N-Out, we actually used, they're called the magic erasers. This is the same kind of stuff, and it's about the only product that will take a tire off of curb when people hit the curbs. So here's my son's dirty shoe. And as you can see, it's pulling it off. It's kind of beating it up a little bit. Now this is going to be a lot better for things like, you know, like markers, or if you have something really stuck on there, but you can see it's definitely a lot cleaner. Now let's compare it to this brand here. This is the wet side. So you can see it did fall apart a little bit. This is a really rough surface. He's only worn these shoes a couple times. They're pretty brand new. Now let's compare it over here. Okay, that's about the same amount. I feel like this one definitely had more debris come off of it. I think that they're about equally clean. This is not a very good representation of how to clean with these anyways. Now let's see which one actually looks worse. I think that this hole does look bigger and deeper. Now, I could have been using them differently, different amount of, you know, strokes on there. But overall, I think that this one, I mean, I'm going to continue buying this forever. This is really thick, heavy-duty melamine foam, and that's one thing to consider as well as the weight of the foam. Some foam is going to be really light. It's going to be really easy to damage, and it'll just disappear really quickly, kind of like this stuff. And you can feel it. You can feel the difference in it. You know, this is actually not terrible, but I feel that this is just so much denser. You know, this is a really dense foam. I don't know. Maybe let's get a close-up and see. Can you see any difference in the bubbles in these from top to bottom? I don't know. It looks to me like this one does have more bubbles in it, which would mean that this would be denser. I hope that those come through in the camera. But that's my review on this product. I'm going to continue buying this, honestly. This is a product I would like to continue buying for as long as, well, I mean, hey, as long as I need to keep cleaning, which, as you all know, that's never going to stop. So pretty much I give these 5 solid stars. Take care, everyone, and don't forget to smile today.